Yeah, I think OPEC Plus went into this meeting with obviously the demand risks centered on India very much forefront in mind, but seemingly like the rest of the market, they are sort of looking through those near-term risks to consumption and towards the second half of the year, where the oil market looks like it's still going to be undersupplied by quite a large amount. So they can afford to keep production steady at this time and allow for prices to be sustained in the kind of $65 to $70 range that Brent prices currently are at the moment. They did acknowledge, though, that there are some demand side risks related to countries where vaccines, let's say, haven't been rolled out as effectively or as comprehensively as we've seen, say, the United States or the UK. But so far, I think this is a pretty welcome move from OPEC Plus, considering that we have had some surprise shocks at previous meetings this year.
How much are you watching these talks out of Vienna in terms of what that could mean for demand?
Well, we're certainly watching what's going on in negotiations between Iran and the other parties of the JCPOA quite closely. We are not as, let's say, acquiescent in terms of seeing a major diplomatic breakthrough at this time, however. So we're not really counting on Iranian barrels coming back in a meaningfully way in 2021. That said, if we were to have some sort of diplomatic breakthrough and both Iran and the United States were able to come back to the terms of the JCPOA and all sanctions were lifted on Iran so it was more freely able to export its crude, then you could be talking about an additional 1.5 million barrels a day of Iranian supply coming back onto the market on top of the 2 million barrels a day that OPEC Plus is adding over the next couple of months. Now, that scale of output would certainly overwhelm demand considerations, probably in Q2 and mostly into Q3 as well. So we'll be watching quite closely to see if there would be any production adjustments from OPEC Plus for, say, August and September going forward.